And even more body language from Asif Sheikh with authority, pumping that one over mid-off for 4.
You mentioned the looks in the field. Well, look on Jesse Singh. That's just a real nothing delivery. It's sat there up in the slot. It's wide. That's not where he's going to want to bowl it. It's tough coming back-to-back on consecutive days in bowling, but that's no good at any level of cricket, Peter. It's a hit-me ball, and Nepal are doing all the damage at the moment.
Yeah, that's the Jesse Singh delivery you would have expected from 5 years ago. Not somebody with the amount of experience he's accumulated in recent years. And again, the noise from the fans here has really given Nepal an extra spark, whereas, again, USA in the field, they just look very flat. Let's get just a single for this one, going to that short boundary on the west side of the ground as Jahangir relays in. You were out there. I know you were talking about it at the end of last night's game. You were on field. What's the noise like for you when you've been outside?
It's been deafening, for sure. I was standing out by the sports bar and grill, and the last ball, 2 needed from it, and when they don't get it, the roar from that was spectacular there in the black seats, and again, the crowd has just been very vibrant. But what I also notice is you see the expressions of the USA players. I think most predominantly to, the way Andres Gels was almost reacting to Jesse Singh, who wasn't looking for a second run at one point, only went with the single. You can just see that right now. There's just a little bit of complacency settling in. 7 gone, it's 60 for 1.
पैसा पठाउने र पाउने छिटो सजिलो र सुरक्षित माध्यम फोन पे डाइरेक्ट नगद छोडौं फोन पे गरौं
Stage USA was 54 for 2 after 7. Nepal 60 for 1 after 7. They can afford to have a quiet over. They're still ahead of the run rate as Kenjige continues. I'll tell you what else I've noticed, Aman, is the fans down there, they're well lubricated, shall we say. Aman, they're enjoying a bit of beverages on the concourse. And why not? This is 2024. Cricket is meant to be fun. This isn't your cricket and whites and tea and crumpets. This is flashbang, high-octane cricket. And the fans are embodying that off the field. Yes, raise a glass. Raise a glass, my friend. We're here to have a good time.
They're enjoying it. I mean, why not? Your team is up 2-0. You can see the photographers getting in there. They're coming in with signs, flags. They've really added so much. And again, the roars every time anybody in Nepal do anything or even have a chance of anything happening have just been electrifying, to say the least. And Peter, also what I'll tell you is that they're so passionate after the games, too, that I remember yesterday after the post-match presentation, Rohit Baudo getting almost just flagged down by every fan in attendance. You had Kushal Patel taking photos with everybody, and the players seem to just have this infectious energy. They spoke about how it's cool to win away from Nepal, but it feels like they're winning at home, and that's something that has really allowed them to tap into what feels like an extra gear.
Great placement. Impeccable placement by Asif Sheikh. Threads the needle through backward point. Beats Jahangir at sweeper. Another boundary for Nepal.
Smart batting from Sheikh. Again, seeing that sweeper cover is very much towards an extra cover position. He just had to get it behind square and through the infield. He used the pace of Kenjige, who put it on that occasion. Not that wide. And you're just seeing Asif Sheikh really come into his own in this innings. It's been dry for him so far in Dallas, but good signs as they head towards the ODIs.
They're going to look for 2. And it's placed perfectly yet again. So much green grass on that east side boundary. And USA, even with somebody the likes of Aaron Jones, who's got some of the quickest legs on the team, he still can't cut it off as they, quite frankly, sauntered that too, Aman. That was casual. Took their foot off the accelerator halfway back down the pitch for the second run. And this time, it's hit a bit too firmly towards Simon Kamala. coming in at long on, so they'll take just a single to wrap up a 9-run over, 69 for 1 after 8.
One, two, five, go!
On a Honda Dio.
Bye bye.
On a Honda Dio.
Introducing new Honda Dio 125.
सही खोजौं शुद्ध रोजौं मुटु चाहिन्छ मुटु
मेरो मोबाइलमा चल्छ यी सेवा
Monica Patel get Andres House. For the USA, they just don't seem to get that second one consecutively. It did happen maybe one time with Harmeet and Nash combining, but they'll find one wicket, and Nepal never seemed to give up any momentum after that. They never turned 1 into 2.
Well, and you can see how desperate USA is to reverse that domino effect by bringing Saurabh Netravalkar back into the attack for his 3rd over here in the 9th, instead of being able to hold him back for some death overs with Ali Khan sitting out tonight. Monica Patel, the USA captain, recognizes he needs a wicket now, or else this match is going to spiral out of control very quickly.
And we're curious to see how this affects the ODI squad. Again, another pace option feels like it would have been really valuable. Seeing what Abhishek Bardakar could have done in this scenario would have been really valuable. You would have felt headed into the ODIs where, you don't have any back-to-backs, but, with Ali Khan's injury history, with Saurabh Netravalkar coming back international cricket, just to have the extra young legs going.
Good this time from Netravalkar. Now, one of the other things you were talking about before the break, Aman, after the last over, was how much energy this crowd is bringing, and it continues after the match. The players sticking around to take pictures and sign autographs for the fans who continue to line the boundary. They're not in a rush to leave Grand Prairie Stadium and go home. Not only are they not in a rush to go home from the stadium, they're not in a rush to go home after they leave the stadium, because you go to any of the restaurants in Irving and the surrounding areas, they're having their Momo. I went to one of them last night. It was after midnight, well after midnight. The place was still packed. There were at least 50 Nepal jerseys inside the restaurant, chowing down on steamed Momo. And it just adds to the atmosphere, adds to the community vibe that you're getting here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, and specifically in Grand Prairie and Irving. Grand Prairie itself, if you look at it on a map, it's a very bizarrely shaped city. It's almost like a very thin strand. It goes north-south about 10 or 15 miles, but east-west it's only about 2 or 3 miles wide. So you get Irving that straddles it, you get Arlington that straddles it, and you go up Beltline Road, and all along Beltline Road to the north of the stadium. As you get into Irving or Grapevine or some of the other areas, again, you get so many Nepal restaurants, Nepalese cafes, and it just highlights how vibrant this community is to support Nepal. And they're very hospitable. They've got great spirit. They're serenading Aaron Jones, even though it's a day after his birthday. Some of the fans out here, some of the Nepal fans, are serenading Aaron Jones with a happy birthday. That's a spirited cricket moment for Andrew Leonard. He's not in the box right now, but that would bring a tear to his eye. And this will bring a tear to USA's eyes. And a happy tear for Nepal fans as that one clears the sight screen. Asif Sheikh is on fire.
Straight as you like, and my goodness, our camera crew might need to get some helmets on, maybe some protective gear, because that one has just gone under them. Yeah, take away, boys. Well done surviving that one. And the USA are scrambling for answers, because this has just been an absolute demolishing. Even Saurabh Netravalkar can't escape it. There's not much wrong with the delivery. It's probably just a touch too wide after it's cut off the wicket. And get hit very, very straight, very, very firmly, right in to the bottom of that scissor lift. And again, well done by camera folks to just stick in. Didn't see them panic at all.
Well, that's an American-made scissor lift. It's industrial strength. It's going to survive a 6 from Asif Sheikh. It's not going to crumble. The camera operators, part of the crew here, they're doing fine work. They had the confidence that everything's going to be all right. It's not all right, though, for the USA bowlers, as Nepal continue this onslaught here in the chase as they pursue a 3-0 series sweep here in this stake Stars and Summits trophy here at Grand Prairie Stadium. What do you do if you're USA right now? Where is the answer coming from?
You haven't seen Harmeet Singh. I can't imagine why you haven't seen Harmeet Singh. I get Sarabjit Thavrkar could probably give you a wicket, but Harmeet Singh's been the pick of the bowlers, and